There was a theft in Jackson County today, and police want your help to find the suspect. We'll take a look. Have you seen this woman? She stole a shipment from the Murfreesboro Farm Fresh this morning. A worker noticed 54 loaves of bread were missing. Now, the owner says that bread is normally left at the front of the store and covered up, so they think this woman probably planned this in advance. Have you seen this woman? Police in Bollinger County are trying to find her. Her name is Kaylee Eves, and her family says they last saw her yesterday. She left for work but never got there, and since then, police and her family say they can't get a hold of her. They can't reach her. The Bollinger County Major Case Squad is part of the investigation. Now take a look. Eves has brown hair, blue eyes, and police say she's about 5'3". If you have any information, please call police. And we do have an update tonight on that mass shooting near Chicago. Police say they have identified a suspect. We've learned they're a 22-year-old. Police do say they are armed and dangerous. Now, we want to be clear, they are not in custody yet, but police have identified them. We know at least 6 people were killed in that shooting. ABC World News will have more. We'll bring you any new information as it's available. We're also keeping an eye out for details on a deadly shooting in Williamson County. Police say a 17-year-old is charged with murder. That shooting happened last Wednesday at Griffith Lane. That is south of Marion. Police say they found 57-year-old Sean Adams had been shot and killed. We do know the teenager was taken to the Franklin County Juvenile Detention Center. And heads up, because your Illinois driver's licenses, ID cards, and those learner permits expire at the end of the month. Now, they were originally set to expire March 31st. Secretary of State Jesse White extended that to July 31st, the end of this month. Deputy Sean Riley's mortgage was paid off. He was shot and killed in December on I-64. He was responding to a motor assist call. Deputy Riley was only 38. He did have a wife and 3 kids, but we've learned their mortgage is paid off. We learned the Tunnel to Towers Foundation paid it. They're a group who supports families of first responders and fallen first responders. They paid for 22 homes belonging to first responders for Independence Day. 2 officers were killed in a shooting in Kentucky last night. Police say it happened in Floyd County. That's about 2 hours southeast of Lexington. Police went to a home to arrest someone. They say that's when they got in a shootout. We've learned 2 officers were killed. So was a police canine. 6 other officers were hurt. Police do say they arrested 49-year-old Lance Storrs. They say he used a rifle to shoot at officers. He faces a handful of charges now. His bond is set at $10 million. And there's been an arrest for a recent shooting in Carbondale. Police say 44-year-old Terrell Walker shot at a group of people. That happened on the 400 block of East Chestnut Street Sunday. Police say no one was hurt, but they do say Walker made threats against a Carbondale organization. He's charged with unlawful use of a weapon by a felon, aggravated discharge of a firearm, and armed terroristic threats. Flags will be at half-staff in Kentucky this week. It's for the officers who died in a shooting. That shooting happened last week in Floyd County. Now, that is a few hours southeast of Lexington. 3 officers and a canine officer were killed in a shootout. The 49-year-old suspect is in custody and he faces several charges. 5 other people were hurt in that shooting. And this is a look at abortion rights right now in the U.S. Let's go over some of these colors. Red are the states that have banned the procedure. Now, the peachish color is the opposite. Those are states where abortion is legal. You can see just really how divided the U.S. is on this issue. Illinois does and says it will still allow abortion. Now, Kentucky and Missouri, on the other hand, abortion is or likely will be banned. Right now, Kentucky is one of several states where the issue is kind of up in the air. A law went into effect to ban abortions, but a judge temporarily blocked that law. We do have a state-by-state breakdown like this on our website, WSILTV.com. Okay, so we know we have to drink lots of water and maybe find shade if you got to be outside, but don't forget about your electronics. The heat can damage or even destroy your phones. So AT&T has a few tips to keep yours cool. The big one, don't leave your phone in your car. But here's one you might not think about. Don't put your phone through any extreme temperature changes. So if your phone is hot, it might be tempting to stick it in the fridge to cool it down, but don't do it. You can also try to download an app. AT&T says that can help you monitor your phone's battery temperature. And Marion has fireworks too. The Knights of Columbus have them tonight and all the way through Independence Day. They'll have music, food trucks, rides, and of course, fireworks. Right now, A1C is performing. Then at 7, Dr. Gervais will take the stage. The Knights of Columbus tell us this weekend is about coming together in solidarity. Did you cook for Independence Day? Did you spend more than you were expecting? Chances are that's probably what happened. Cookouts cost about 17% more this year than last year. That's what the American Farm Bureau Federation says. They say it was about $70 to feed 10 people today. Now, the biggest price jumps were in beef and chicken, but other foods, the sides like potato salad, those are expensive too. So there was stuff that was cheaper. You want to guess? Chips, cheese, and strawberries.
Danny, can you hear it? The excitement is starting right now. Your Marion Wildcats are taking the field for your South 7 game of the week. You can see our guys in the camo uniforms. Now they are hosting the Jerseyville Panthers. Both teams coming off big wins last week. The band's on the field, the cheer team is on the field, the dance team is on the field. It is Patriot Night here in Marion. You can see the flags, you can see the service flags. I mean, this is really to say thank you to our servicemen and women, to our veterans who get in free tonight from both sides, whether they're coming to support Marion or coming to support Jerseyville. All of our veterans get in free. So I don't know if you can see the camo uniforms on the field. Those are courtesy of the National Guard, who is also here tonight, just as a way to say thank you to our veterans. Kickoff is at 7, Mark. It's exciting here, so we'll have coverage of tonight's game later tonight. For now, I'll send it back to you in the studio. Yeah, Mark, I'm sure it's hard to tell, but it is sunny out here. It is warm, and we want some apple cider. I mean, it is Apple Fest, right? We're at the corner of Chestnut and 13th Street in Murfreesboro. I am at the Jackson County Farm Bureau tent, and I am joined by Brenda with Ag in the Classroom. And we've got a cider press from the 1800s right here. We're also joined by Taryn with Farm Bureau. So, Brenda, we were kind of doing it earlier. We actually peeled an apple and then we'll put them in the press. So kind of walk me through how this process works.
Hi there. So what you do is you just put the apple onto these prongs here. And even though we're not going to go through this whole process since we already have one, but you go ahead and you can twist this. This will peel the apple and then this will cut it up sort of like this.
And look at this. How cool is that?
I mean, it can fall apart, but usually it's more fun if it sticks together. But now, since this is all done and said, we're going to head and toss it into the apple press. And now it's in there, and we're going to go ahead and rotate this.
And it's just kind of like a little bucket in here, essentially. And now both Taryn and Brenda are turning the levers, and there are buckets underneath here that the chunks of apple are falling into. Again, this press is from the 1800s, folks. So this makes fresh cider, and these apples were provided by Malure Orchards for Apple Festival today. And so, Brenda, how long do you turn it for?
I think pretty much until you think it's pretty good. Normally, as you can see down there, there's still some chunks, so you'll want to make sure that all the chunks are gone, or if you just like chunky apple cider, then that's something for you. But we do have some apple cider for you to try, and I'll try it with you.
This is what I have been waiting for, folks. Like I said, it's nice and hot and sunny out here today. Brenda, cheers. Ooh, that is really good. Well, ladies, I want to thank you both so much for talking with us tonight. This is so cool. This is so yummy. Enjoy yourselves here at Apple Fest. Stay cool. Mark, I'm going to go ahead and sip on some of this cider. So for now, I'll send it back to you.